Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Rage 2. My name's Camel, and Rage 2 is filled with some weird stuff and even weirder people doing things that are even weirder still. So let's take a peek into the weird world of Rage 2 and the things that the NPCs get up to. Like trying to break into a toilet, flying around the wasteland with a hot air balloon, selling cheat codes to players while pretending to be a wizard, double spawning and then lining up like a bunch of drongos, watering a very clearly dead plant even though the city is in drought, being so badass that you smoke 2 cigarettes at once, carrying 2 guns like this guy, doing push-ups while holding a katana, wearing that hat, sitting on a toilet in public while stroking dead mice and babbling to yourself, being gutted alive, being fisted the non-traditional way, sitting on your mate and force-feeding him beer all the while kicking your legs like a little toddler, keeping a pet mutant in a cage and slapping a diaper on him, having such elite head fashion that you walk into walls now because going straight was so last year, having your best dance move being scratching your balls. Of course, followed by scratching the ass. Man-spreading on a galactic level while wearing pink hot pants. Winking at me with 3 brown eyes. Dancing like this. Flexing on the dance floor, oof. Walking around with a dead chicken, looking like Steve-O and the Crocodile Hunter from both the 80s and the future at the same time. Huddling around a fire at midday, in long clothing, in the desert, to keep warm. Taking your job looking at sand way too seriously, when you position your hands and fingers as if you were holding a rifle. Beating the crap out of a punching bag only to have it not move an inch. Reminds me of those fake martial arts videos. Having fresh as funk kicks in the post-apocalypse. Making angels in some unknown red liquid on the ground, poking a clearly dead guy with sticks, just to make sure. Doing the worst drawing I've ever seen. Being so cooked you need the support of a portable toilet. Having your belly button act as an asshole for a cat tattoo. Breathing fire into the face of your fellow wastelanders. Rubbing that same fire on your balls. Having this haircut. Cutting rotten meat and then licking the cleaver. Spewing down onto your own tits, then having a big old chunder, a really long vom-vom. That's wife material right there. Hunting for fish in knee-deep water with a shotgun. Pretending to be an Argonian when your mate is trying to slap your ass so much that you try and slap his. We've all been, no we haven't, we have not been there. Being disappointingly good at the knife game. Blowing your back out while seducing no one. Being this guy, vomiting all over the floor, and looking that bad at the same time. Whatever is going on here. Hunting for unknown animals with a stick. Getting your arms blown off by your own boss. Getting choked even though you don't have a neck. Waking up like Frodo at the end of Return of the King to a discount Gandalf. Doing the worst reps that I've ever seen. Attempting to sweep the post-apocalypse. Having a furry butt plug rammed up your ass only to be hunted by your mate pretending to be an apex predator. Praying. That's weird. Playing a beer bottle musically and out of time. Passing out face down on a club seat that's probably had 1 trillion asses on it. Falling asleep in the club and ending up with posture worse than mine. Being shot out of a cannon only to be shot out of the sky with a shotgun. Looking like you're taking a piss when in reality you've just got your cock out. Trying to give me a hug in mid-air and then pulling your neck. Power sliding off of a motorbike into a cybercrusher. Blocking bullets like it's rain in the wind. Stomping dead bitches into the dirt. Jump starting your mate even though they're already awake. Bumping into me on the stairs. Sliding me a drink with the fury of a meteor. Feasting on the fallen flesh of the innocent. Feeling the same way about your computer as I feel about mine. Arguing over wearing the same terrible outfit. Being pimp slapped by a robot hand held by a guy camper than camping. Dying from that very same pimp slap. Legit. This guy's dead. Throwing a wing stick at me. Kissing your mate while he's trying to sleep. Oh, he's trying to revive him. Gotcha. Having the oldest ass in existence rubbed on you. Slicing your hand open for no good reason. Wearing a creepy ass mask that looks like the one from Terry Gilliam's movie Brazil. Handing me a trophy, pouring hard liquor down your mate's neck, and then taking that very same trophy away from me. Poking me in the chest with a chicken drumstick. Fighting in the streets and knocking the dude out. Then choking the dude like some kind of BDSM fantasy. And then he actually dies. We've all had that Friday night, using fireworks inside, having a shoulder-mounted personal fan, although this could be genius. Presenting your junk, and that is some junk. Looking suspiciously like Trump, being a jester, a gimp, and a janitor all at the same time. Controlling a vehicle worse than I drive mine. Riding on a giant mutant with a diaper that has your brain plugged into it. There's a lot going on there. Being an elite mechanic. Being an even angrier elite mechanic. Cheering around a dead guy. Looking like the highest aircraft signalman of all time. Looking like a discount homeless Yoshimitsu skin. Smoking 2 cigarettes while lathering your own tits in chunder. Wife game is fortifying, boys. get in line. Getting a tattoo of a smelly vagina, shooting a gun, no rage regrets. Having heaven with an arrow pointing to your dirty man meat tattooed on your inner thigh. Being so drunk not even a bar can support you. Preaching. Again, weird. Selling 6-foot green beans. Being a chick with more chest hair than me, and I'm a werewolf. When you're a mutant and you worship an arc chest like a bunch of religious loons. Wearing this hat, unironically. Wearing rings of Fortify Magicka and Fortify Stamina in a game that doesn't use those stats. Must have watched one of my guides. Fashion. What are those? When your pants are pinker than Rage 2's marketing campaign. Having belly button fluff. Having your wife's beautiful portrait tattooed on the back of your shoulder. Having both right and left tattooed on your right arm. Wearing a dead mouse as a brooch. Having your nipple act as a little pink dick for your little tattoo man. And of course, more butt plugs. More furry animal tail butt plugs. You cannot live without them. Oh, and there's one more thing. Having an outro like this. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a silly video, but Rage 2 did have some very strange characters doing some very strange things, and I thought it was worth sharing. Undoubtedly, I've forgotten something, I've missed something, so if you've seen any of the NPCs in Rage 2 doing anything else weird, be sure to let me know down in the comments. So I do hope you found this video interesting. If you did, you'll be interested in checking out my other Rage 2 videos, links to them down in the description. And down there in the old description, you can also find links to my social media. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and if you would like to support the channel in a more personal way, you can become a heroic patron on Patreon or a sponsor of the channel right here on YouTube. As I'm sure you know, all of my time and energy goes into making these videos that I create for you to enjoy, so your support is most appreciated and welcomed in any and all forms. So thank you very much for watching, thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. I'll see you there soon.